Well, very good morning, everyone. It's George Bairuthi here, giving you the market report for Monday morning, the 8th of May, 2023. Let's go and see the 3-week wrap-up. The Dow closed at 33,674. Over the week, it's a loss of 424 points, or 1.24%. However, over the month, it's steady, almost unchanged. Over the year, the market is actually up 2%. The S&P 500 closed at 4,136, and over the week it's down 0.8%, and again over the month it's up 1%. However, over the year it's almost steady. And the same thing with the Nasdaq, 12,235, 8.8 points over the week. In Europe, the Stoxx 50 index, which comprises most major European markets, over the week was down 19 points, or 0.4%. Over the year, it's up 17%. That's the benefit coming from Germany, the DAX, up nearly 15% over the year. And as you can see here, over the month, all the indices are positive. On our market, the ASX 200 over the month, almost unchanged, and over the year, almost unchanged as well. However, last week we had a negative week, nearly 90 points down, or 1.2%. Gold finished at 2016 or $2017 US per ounce. Over the week, it's up 1.35%, or $27. Over 2 weeks, it's up $33. However, over 3 weeks combined, unchanged. Over the month, unchanged. And over the year, up 5.7%. Copper, the economic barometer, global economic barometer, down 14% over the year. However, over the month, encouraging, up 5.4%. Oil, over the year, nearly 25% down over the year. That's when the Ukraine war started, price shot up. However, over the month, I think, look at that, Brent and crude oil up 13%. And soybeans, over the last 3 weeks, down 2%. Now what we've got here, the Australian dollar trading at 67.5 US cents. Over 3 weeks, up 0.6%. Alright, let's have a look here. Bitcoin, by the way, this morning was trading at 28,900, slightly up from late last week. But remember, the highest level over the last 2 years was 66,800, and the lowest was 15,600, probably about 7-8 months ago. And as you can see here, it recovered almost, it doubled the low, but nowhere near the highest level. So you can say it's half point from the highest and double from where it was at the lowest. In Australian dollars was 43,000 or 42,800. Again, that's nearly half of the top point. It's at the midpoint. And here, 23,700 was the lowest about 7 months ago. And you can see here, it actually almost doubled from its lowest. Okay, let's have a look at our trades. Over last trading day, the ASX 200 was up 0.4%. However, our conservative portfolio was up 0.5%, aggressive portfolio 0.9%, and the momentum 0.9%. The volume portfolio was down almost steady, let's say steady. But let's have a look over the week. Over the week, the market is down 1.34%. However, we have done slightly better on 3 out of 4 portfolios. We were down on the aggressive, but nowhere near the 1.3%. We were down on the volume, but nowhere near the 1.3%. And the momentum portfolio actually was up 1.5%. Well, remember we closed all our positions before the end of June 2022, and we started to trade again starting on the 7th of July. We set on nearly $250,000 for each of those portfolios, and we started to dabble into the market. And since the 7th of July, the ASX 200, that's the market gauge, was up 8%. However, only the conservative portfolio outperformed the market, but we haven't done as well for the other 3 portfolios. And by the way, if you want to spend more time looking at all those figures and all the data that I'm giving you today, at the end of this presentation, I'm going to give you my details. You can communicate with me, and I can send you the full report, so you can actually absorb all the data. So now what's inside these 3 portfolios? Here we've got 15% for our conservative, thanks to BHP 29% profit, Mineral Resources 24.5%, Whitehaven Coal 33%, James Hardie slightly down, and believe it or not, the CBA, even though we received some dividends, it's up nearly down 5%. CBA, not very good, is it? Now the other portfolios, I'm going to look at the second best portfolio, which is the volume based. To explain what that means, we look at the volume on the last trading day, and we compare that volume with the 50-day average volume. And if last volume exceeds the average over 50 days, we start to look at that particular stock. And remember, we always focus on the fair value. If the fair value level is below the last price, we actually exclude that stock from our trading. So looking at that strategy, Temple & Webster was giving us some profit and not anymore, but Main Pharma giving us 9% and Life 360 giving us 11.5%. ANZ Bank 7%, Mesoblast 5.9%. Now I'm going to go further to the American market, and here you see since the 7th of July, the S&P 500 is up 6%, and the Nasdaq is up 5.3%. However, we are not doing as well. We are up 3.8% since the 7th of July. Over the week, the S&P 500 was almost steady, and the Nasdaq is up 1.4%. However, our portfolio was actually up 2.8%, so I've done well last week. But look, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks combined, we were not doing very well, 5.6% down. All right, we move forward, and finally, the most active stocks over the week. Weebit Nano. It's got a reasonable market capitalization, over $1 billion, and it was up 30%. However, we don't have a target price, trading at nearly $6.90, and the fair value is about $8.8, $8.80. So we still got 27% extra value above the last price. Going down, Jervois Global, up 25%. The fair value, 65.4 cents. That's really quite a big jump, but this is only a small company, market capitalization only $250,000. Lake Resources, we are trading that value, that stock, and we got hurt with Lake Resources. However, over the week, it's up 20%. Okay, that's all from us here at FS Securities. These are details: 411-25-9526. That's my phone number. If you're ringing from overseas, 61 is the country code. You don't need a 0. 61-411-25-9526. And that's my email address. Trade wisely and fairly, and be careful. Cheers.